Hi everybody, I'm Mark.
I'm Jerry. And we're the Military Collectible Shop. Hi, I'm Mark.
And I'm Jerry.
We're the Military Collectible Shop.
And welcome to another edition of What's New at the Military Collectible Shop.
We just recently got a collection of stuff, another batch of stuff from Minnesota, and we're just going to show you what we got. First of all, we got these nice original posters.
Very cool. Posters are a great way to accessorize your collection. Make some use of the wall space.
Well, what's in this box?
Scabbards.
We seem to have a bunch of
M8 fighting knife scabbards for the U.S. fighting knives. The way you can tell the difference between an M8 scabbard and an M8A1 scabbard, the ones that were used later, besides the actual writing on them, is that the M8A1 scabbards have metal reinforcement on the tips, because it was found that the tips were being broke off because this was a weak point on the scabbards.
Oh, and look at what I found.
Well, that's nice. This is the scabbard for the model 1918 Mark I trench knuckle knife. This one was actually for the Oleon model. There were three makers of them: Landers, Frary, and Clark, Oleon, and somebody else. Anyways, this particular scabbard was from the Oleon. Interesting thing about the Oleon knuckle knife is it was the only one to actually see combat in France, because I believe they might have been made over there. But this is a very rare piece to find, as anyone with a knuckle knife without a scabbard knows.
We seem to have some carbine cases.
Need a place to put your carbine? Little bag will do it.
And this one appears to be for the folding stock paratrooper carbine.
Always nice. That's cool. Alright, let's see what we got in this one. Ooh, look, a towel. Some bayonets.
Ooh.
It's kind of a rare one.
This is from the Johnson M41 rifle with a nice scabbard.
This one's nice.
US 1917 Enfield. Nice blade, nice scabbard.
Another one.
Ooh, nice Springfield. (1913) dated.
That's really one too.
Oh, and this has got the cloth scabbard. (1918) dated. (1918) dated 1911 pouch.
These are good. The M3 fighting knife in the M6 leather scabbard. Early knives. Oh, and making it even better, this is actually, this particular one is a Kinfolks, and it's also blade dated. They only dated them for the first 6 months of production. So that making this, an early example. And this other one's a blade dated Imperial. So two very early examples of the early knives in the early leather M6 scabbards, widely favored by paratroopers and other guys. I don't know what this is, so Mark can talk to you about that.
Oh yes, this is a leather case that looks like some type of sight case. Well, I'm sure it's something important.
A big part of what we do when we get stuff in is to be able to identify and research it, and that takes a lot of time. We're pretty good at most common items and even some of the rare items, but every once in a while we get something in that we've never seen before. So sometimes it just takes a little bit of extra time to go through and see what it is, see what it's worth. It looks like books and blankets. Cool books. Training manuals for the weapons, sniper rifles, and carbines. Always good to have. And always very heavy.
Oh, here's another heavy box.
That's cool.
Look. We have a couple more carbine cases.
U.S. is #1. No? Carbine case or, I suppose with the thing. Dated 1943. A little funky, but web gear is always good to have.
We got a 1918 dated bolo knife. Model 1917 on one side and
Cool.
Chicago 1918 on the other side.
Nice. These were used a lot of times in World War I by machine gun units. One guy would be issued this as a means to hack branches and help set up and fortify positions. So they're not super common. They're not super rare, but they're not super common anymore. You used to be able to find these somewhat more frequently. Good find, especially two of them. They can be like Antonio Banderas.
Look, we got
Bayonets.
4 M1 Garand bayonets.
Bayonets are always good. Napoleon said you can do anything with a bayonet except sit on it.
This one's cut down from a longer one.
They did that in 1943 when they found out that the blade length, the 16-inch blade length, was just unwieldy. So they cut them down to 10 inches. And then in 1943 they also started making them in 10-inch blades. And the way that you tell is the blood groove on a cut down one will extend all the way through the point. On a manufactured one, it ends prior to the point.
Well, look at this.
Oh, a couple more M6 scabbards.
And 2 very nice M6 scabbards.
Oh yeah, okay. These I believe were unissued, obviously, during the war, and then they were surplused out after the war as knife scabbards. So they actually, at the factory or somewhere, stamped out the manufacturer with these little kind of wagon wheel star asterisks kind of things. But that's very cool.
Here's an M1 Carbine bayonet.
An M4 bayonet.
Made by Imperial.
That's nice. There's a little tag on it that says Rydell. I don't know why.
And there's another perhaps 20 more M8 scabbards in this box.
We're always turning up loose knives and bayonets. You know, everybody keeps a knife, not everybody keeps the scabbard. So it's always great when we can find parts because we can pair them up with what's missing.
All right, let's see what's in this box. You can.
Oh, thanks. It's like Christmas. Alright, here's a pair of Nikes. Oh, these aren't Nikes. They're World War toys. Yep. Yeah, these look like little dinky toys and Solitos. You know, early tanks. Some of you may have played with some of them. Some of you may have actually played with these. So little trucks and stuff, always good. We got a bunch of guys who love these, so that's cool. They make for a great little collection. If you don't have a lot of space and you can't have a whole ambulance, you can at least have a bunch of little ambulances. Ambuli. We got some field gear. This canteen, pistol belt with a sword hook. Don't often see that. Ammo belt. The 5-pocket. 5-pocket anti-gravitational
Marine Corps marked.
A canteen. Thompson pouch, thank you, that's what I was looking for. Another canteen. Field gear is always good. We can always use tons of field gear. There's always guys, another canteen. Another guy's looking for a canteen. Some guys collect by maker. Some guys collect by era, by style. Here's the leather pouch kit for the BAR, the tool kit. Looks like more belts and other stuff in there. That was back in. Thank you. Looks like another box of heavy gear. Alright, some vintage games. Battle of the Bulge and Firepower. So these Avalon Hill games have actually kind of become kind of collectible in their own right. Now with the age of computer games, nobody plays games anymore, so it's kind of a nostalgic thing for people. Nice field shovel e-tool. Mark, what do you suppose goes in here?
Wow. That's cool.
Oh, the padded jump case for the
M1 Carbine.
Is the Carbine? Yeah. I know they had one for the Garand too. I'm not sure how you tell them apart.
The other one would be longer.
But that was part of the problem because they disassembled their M1s prior to jumping. Oh, another leg bag for the folding stock carbine for the paratroopers. Some more web belts, first aid pouch, cleaning kit, canteen. Oh, this is nice. This is the belt for the BAR ammunition bearer. Not the gunner, dated World War I, 1918 dated. Oh, the C1 survival vest. These were issued to air crews, and they had all these little pockets on them, and each pocket contained something to help you survive. You know, be it fishing equipment, first aid equipment. They actually had some special 45 ammunition that was actually shotgun to kill a bird so you could eat it without blowing it up as you would with a full 45 caliber shell. All right, more pistol belts, and there's a machine gun ammo belt. So yeah, lots of little stuff in there. Cool. Yeah, kind of heavy. Don't hurt yourself. Vietnam butt pack, some blankies. We sell a surprising amount of blankets. Some carbine. There's a whole little rig here.
2 carbine magazines. No pistol in there. And no bayonet on there.
Chromed M1 helmet. .45 pistol pouch. The Navy life vest is used on D-Day. Not very practical. Well, as designed, it was supposed to go under your arms. The problem is, in practice, guys wore it around their waists, which, with all your equipment, made you top heavy, made you flip over. Bad idea. Okay, these are cool. Can you hear me?
Hey, I can hear you.
Excellent. They still work. These are the BC 611B, in this case, walkie-talkies. So these are always awesome to find. You know, very cool, nice shape.
Excellent shape.
Rare birds to find. Some Marine Corps suspenders. Vietnam era Mitchell pattern cover helmet. Canadian canteen. Some more. Oh, this is neat. It's a 3-pocket Thompson pouch with the paper still around it. So not exactly sure when that was made or issued, but you know. No, Tom, you can't take off the paper to see if it's marked. It's marked. Some more pouches. Kind of civilian holster. More belt straps, stuff, suspenders, M36 suspenders, more canteens.
Wow. A lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff. Here's some more padded, either carbine or,
Oh, these look like for the M1 Garand.
yeah, the jump man. Yeah, there you go. Case, parachutes, individual weapons, M1950 adjustable. All right, some kind of British bag for carrying your tea. Oh, this is cool and heavy.
Look at that. A BAR pouch with 10 magazines in. That's cool.
All right, so now we got some holsters, shoulder holsters, 45 holsters, shoulder holster.
In pretty nice shape.
Shoulder holster. A little funky, but you know. Let's see how you're looking after a couple 100 years.
Okay. Spoke a little soon. This looks like it's for the 1917 revolver.
More carbine pouches.
With carbine magazines.
So Zach, when you call us and you say, do you got any carbine pouches? I'm still going to say no. This is for the M14, I believe.
Oh, nope. You stand corrected. It's for the 30-round carbine pouches.
Wow. Hey, that's cool. More carbine pouches. Sorry, Zach. Still no pouches in. More carbine pouches. Some of these actually have the carbine magazines in them. Clips, whatever. Another airborne lag bag. Looks like some more bags and containers, a couple more holsters. Lower pack assembly. Okay. More stuff. A lot of gear. And gear is great. We're always happy to find gear. All right. Couple overcoats.
The China, Burma, India patch on there.
And a nice, probably officer's version, Army Air Corps. Got some field phones. Heavy, but always a fan of the reenactors, you know. Mark and I actually hooked up a set of these one time we were doing a show, and for some reason our tent we had two tents and we had separated because they needed a fire lane or something. So we ran the cord over and across and down, and we'd call each other. We were only about 15 feet apart, so we thought it was funny. And then somebody thought it was cool, so they bought it. Either that or we annoyed them so much they didn't want us to have any more fun. I got some World War I campaign hats. You can always tell the World War I Montana peaks because they've got the extra rows of stitching along the edging. Not exactly military, but we picked up an American Flyer vintage train car set. So we also dabble in other antiques. You know, I hate to pass anything up. We've got a couple guys who are into trains. The neat thing about this is it's actually still in its original box that it came in. So that's kind of cool. This was something you don't see every day. It's a rubberized bag, and it's got the, I'll show you the one that's out of there, yeah. We have one that's out of the bag. It's the power battery for the infrared sight thing.
For the M3 carbine.
So if you're like me, and you used to have that little G.I. Joe that had the big red light on it, this is what powers that. So basically you could shoot in the dark. Alright, this looks like some World War I U.S. World War I U.S. uniform. Unfortunately no insignia, but still a nice uniform. We got the pants and the leggings and the leather legging things. Some other little bits. It's amazing how much World War I stuff still turns up. I'm always surprised.
It's railroad tracks.
Yeah, railroad tracks. And then the rarest of the rare, some World War II Civil Defense Air Raid Warden helmets. So, you know, people make fun of these, including ourselves, but these are a great way to get an original piece of World War II home front memorabilia in your collection. They're relatively inexpensive compared to a lot of the other helmets that you'll find out there. You know, and you can actually make quite a nice collection because a lot of these had different emblems on the front. Some are spray painted locally, you know, for use by the city police. So that's kind of cool. Okay, so that's one. Oh, there's one more thing.
It's the tripod off of a model 1917 Browning machine gun. And all we got is the tripod.
So, but still a great piece to have. You know, if we can find a de-wadded, water-cooled machine gun, that'd be awesome. But a great piece for display. Not something you see a lot of. So we're happy to get this. It's kind of heavy, but it certainly is a statement piece. Okay, so that's the last batch of stuff that we just got in here at the Military Collectibles shop. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing it. Remember to like us, subscribe, drop us a line, send us an email, let us know how you're doing. And visit our website. The stuff will be appearing on our website, hopefully relatively soon. So until we see you again, I'm Jerry.
And I'm Mark.
And we are the Military Collectibles shop. Take care, everybody.
Have a good night.